Hi there and welcome back. Congratulations for having reached this part of the tutorial. And before everything, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, make a like and dislike, and don't hesitate to ask questions by posting them as comments below. In the last episode, we tailor fitted two roles for our business, which is about purchasing encoder and purchase manager. The purchase encoder encodes the purchase order, and the purchase manager approves them and creates the bills when they were received. But the items cannot be received by the purchase manager. So therefore, we have to tailor fit in this episode a new role called the warehouse manager, who receives the purchases and delivers the sales. So let me log out the purchasing manager and log in as admin to create the role. So we are now logged in as administrator. We go to settings, set the developer mode on, and go to users and companies. Now we have to choose which group can we use to inherit, okay, so that we don't have to start from scratch again because this is not yet tailor fitted by Uduit itself. So before we had a product manager, we'd like to use this, but we don't like a warehouse manager to edit the products because it will be in conflict with the role of the product manager. So therefore, we'd like to inherit the administrator. We'll duplicate this. We name this the warehouse manager. Okay, save. We remove the existing user. It's there. Leave the administrator, and then we provide the access rights. Now take note, we have inherited user already, so there are existing access rights. So what we're going to do is to remove access to the products first. Okay. Fortunately, we only have a few roles to configure. So we look at products, we arrange this according to model. Okay, there it is. The barcode nomenclature, we're going to provide read access only, and also the product attribute, okay, read access only because it belongs to the product manager and we don't want it to run in conflict with the warehouse manager. Now the product list, also read only. The scrap, maybe we can give him. The stock picking manager should be full access because he's going to transfer stocks. The barcode nomenclature, read only. Barcode rule, we'll just remove him that. Okay, and then conflict inventory, it's okay because you can make a reporting. Inventory warning, it's okay. Inventory adjustment, should be okay. Stock location, it's okay. Stock warehouse reorder point, it's okay. Stock package manager should be read only. Package manager should be read only. It's not the minimum. Okay. Picking type should be full access. Product attribute should be read only, so no conflict with product manager. The product moves should be full access because he'll be moving products. The product value, uh, this is the product manager's role, so read only. Put away rule, maybe we can give him full access also. It just defines where the item is going to be placed when received. The scrap reason tag, this belongs to the product manager. The stock move, full access. Quantity relocation, read access. Request inventory count, read access. Stock rule, full access is package type, read access. Replenishment will give him a write access. Uh, Capacity, which this belongs to the product manager. Stock storage capacity manager, also to the product manager. And then update attribute, product manager. Warehouse manager should be full access because he should be able to access warehouses. So now we have the warehouse manager role, okay, or group. Now let us create the user. We'll name him WM1, warehouse manager 1. Save this. There's already warehouse manager, so you can include him there. Okay. Having included him to warehouse manager, we can change the password. Now let's test this. Let's log out, log in as WM1. He has access to inventory, so receipts. He has full access. He can validate the receipts. Take note, no? So this is from a purchase order, and then the delivery orders which are going out from sales, he can also validate. So that's correct. Now let's go to configuration, warehouses. He has right access because he can define new warehouses. Operation types, we can give this to him. We can also limit this to him later because some businesses prefer that the operation types of the warehouse belong to the administrator. Like warehouse adjustments, no? You can add operation types. Okay. We'll find out how we can change that later. The categories, he has read only, that's correct. Yes. The attributes, he also has read only, product attributes. Units and packaging, good thing he's read only. Barcode nomenclature, let's refresh. He has write access, so we'd like to remove this from him. So let's go back to our admin and review the user's access rights. We'll go to the user directly because there may be conflicts because of the other roles built into Odoo. Barcode nomenclature. We go to users, we go to WM1, look at the access rights. There are 4 pages. So let's look for barcode. So look at that. For barcode nomenclature, for given by inventory user, he has write access. So therefore, we are going to remove this. Okay. What else? Barcode stack rule. Give him read access here. So now, let's test this. Okay. Technical. Inventory. Go to configuration. Barcode nomenclatures. Let us. Now he has no. We could have stopped and restarted our server. So let's find out what he can do with inventory. Let's go to receive, and then there's a incoming receipt. Okay, we are going to validate this. Okay, so we are not allowed to access sales order, so he has to be given read access to the sales or order. So what we'll do is we'll jump out again to admin, and we'll give him access to sales order. Users and companies, users, WM1. Access rights. Let's look for sales or sale, maybe. If it's not there, then we have to go to the, yes, there it is, sale order. He has no read access. And then the sales order line, he should be given a read access because he will transfer it to warehouse inventory. Let's just work this out also for purchase. purchase order and purchase order line has read access. So now let's try. Let's go to inventory, receipts, and then validate. I hope this works. It works. Therefore, if you look at sugar brown, it already has an existing 900 kilogram. They follow. So it's sales order. The error is very clear. Now let's go to deliveries. Let's deliver this out. Let's validate this. It also works. So now we have cycle that is completed from ordering to approval to receiving by the warehouse manager. Now we had an existing sales and we have verified that the warehouse manager can deliver them, but we haven't configured roles for sales. In the next video, we are going to configure two roles: the sales encoder, which encodes their own sales document, and the sales manager, who monitors and approves the sales order. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.